Research Now.
Thank you. Welcome back to Research Now Live, and please help me welcome Jennifer Nelson from Johnson & Johnson. Thank you so much for joining us. So Jennifer, you've been with Johnson & Johnson for 7 years now.
Yes.
Quite a ride.
Yeah, it's been nice though. I've been lucky to move around a few different groups. I spent a good bit of time working originally with our business development groups, and then in our personal care products. Spent some time working on globalizing KY, which means I have really good cocktail party stories. and now I'm working with our skincare businesses.
Excellent, excellent. So, all kind of in research, where do you see that, how do you see it impacting your business the next 2 to 5 years?
You know, I think it's interesting. Originally I was going to talk about how it's sort of back to the future at J&J, in that a lot of focus on monetizing the value of our A&P investments.
Right.
But actually, I think it's broader than that. I think the big focus, and hopefully a big focus for a lot of my industry colleagues, is really on driving great decision making to help companies utilize all of their resources best. So whether it's really guiding that fuzzy front end to where the consumer really has real needs, or optimizing your marketing spend, it's really about forcing organizations with limited resources to make great choices.
Okay, so driving decision for research.
Yep.
So you've been in the industry for a while and you think there's going to be a number of changes. What one trend do you think is worth watching? And what's interesting about it?
Sure. So considering that we're here at the ARF, I think one thing that's really sort of been a trend now for several years within our industry is all of the talk about how the function needs to reinvent itself. The industry needs to reinvent itself. Yeah. And what's interesting is, if you look across kind of the evolution of mankind, a lot of industries, very rarely do they reinvent themselves from within. It's external forces that force change. And so it'll be interesting to watch, and I'm a bit of a chameleon, so I'm more than happy to adjust to some major external forces that are just going to turn this industry on its ear.
Yeah.
Either that or go make ice cream.
Yeah. Go make ice cream.
Different industry.
I love
it. New job for me.
So a lot of those changes and trends come with a number of different cute little words and titles. And what do you think is the most annoying buzzword used in our business?
The most annoying buzzword. So I'm guilty of using this one all the time.
Go on.
Have been for at least 15 years. I don't know that it's new, but I think it will persist. Learnings.
Learnings.
The learnings on that. It's pretty much a way to make everyone coddle their inner fragile child on what they did wrong and say, well, but we have good learnings from that.
Good learning.
It's not really a word even.
No.
It's, so anyway, or so says Microsoft. The dictionary says not a word, but anyway, world's most annoying word.
Interesting. So of all the, I'm assuming you're downloading apps all the time and keeping on the forefront of social media. What was the first app you've ever downloaded?
The first app I ever downloaded, well, truth be told, I didn't actually have a smartphone, but I used to use it as an example to talk to marketers about truly relevant branding and how even a physical product can be relevant in the app world and so on, and be more relevant to consumers, is Charmin's Bathroom Finder. So I used to talk to people about this as an example, all the time. So as soon as I finally did get a smartphone, I did. Not only did I feel like I ought to, but also I have 3 children. I think enough said.
So Bathroom Finder.
Yeah, Bathroom Finder is really critical.
So helpful.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have a pretty broad network of people on Facebook, or do you tweet?
I do. I'm proud. I have more followers than I follow. I think that's like a status symbol,
right? That's good. Yeah, that's good. A lot of people take from Twitter. So what was the funniest or most impactful Facebook post or tweet you've read in the past year?
It's interesting. I think even just a week ago, I would have had a different answer to that. But this past weekend, I found myself meeting up with someone I haven't seen in 20 years
Wow.
to be her safe buddy as she bought something off of Craigslist. And it was all because she had just posted on Facebook, hey, anybody live near Bridgewater, New Jersey? You know, I need some help.
Yeah.
And I was there, and I thought to myself, you know, of all of the different things you see on Facebook, makes you think, you share with your kid this and that, this is the first thing that actually made me do something different. My to-do list that day changed because somebody needed me, and I think that is really the power of social media. Is when it actually compels you to do something, and in this case, bringing people together, ironically enough, from that because of connections in this digital world, in the real world setting. And I think that has profound implications for us as researchers and as marketers, more importantly, because it's really it's sort of the digital and then real world manifestation of the diaspora concept that many of you are familiar with like Bob Johansson, who spoke here last year, and you know how he sees the Institute for the Future sees the world changing. I think things like Facebook are literally the modern manifestation of the diaspora concept.
Just forcing an evolution. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. That was fun. All right, thank you all.